We got a Tessa in the house. What's going on? Hope everyone got their drinks, their snacks, they smoke. Hope you're ready for a great show. What's going on, Rich Moore? One minute warning. 1 minute warning. It will be starting in 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 talk show here in VR chat, The Tonight Show. Give yourself some love. At this time, we're going to bring you your host. Oh, wait, by the way, I am the one and only DJ Sutle. Thank you. We'll bring it to your host, the one and only Sherwin. Hey. What's up, everybody? We got Nettie in the house, Kip in the house, Rich Moore in the building. What's up, Alan? Always good to see you. We got Loudfire, Atessa. What's up, Atessa? Yes, you better get those moves, Loudfire. We got Jamsura. What's up, y'all? What is up? We got so many people in the building tonight. We got, of course, DJ Sutle in the building.
That's me.
Yes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our season 2 finale of the Tonight Show Starring Sherwin. We've come a long way. In fact, we've come such a long way. We had a whole facelift and a transformation. Okay, I'm from California. We're no strangers to plastic surgery around here. All right, so we had a little facelift, little this, little that, little tummy tuck. Okay, and then we were back in business. So we just had such a big journey that for our last episode, we wanted to recap a lot of it and talk about different things that we're doing and just as the people say, shoot the. I wish we had a censor button right there because I want to curse so bad, but I know it's a family show, y'all. It's a family show. It's a family show.
I can do it for you.
We might need to use Sutle as our censor this next time. All right, we're gonna get a Sutle censor button for season 3. All right.
There you go.
Yes. Well, what is up, everybody? I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Let's get right into it. Sutle, tell me about your weekend. I know you've been out there doing DJ gigs, doing weddings. I mean, first of all, tell me how those are going. And second of all, do I hear wedding bells in your future anytime soon? I'm just saying.
Still looking. I'm on 4 different dating apps and I'm not getting anything.
Ooh. But I better download that Tinder. Sutle is available.
Yeah, all of them. I'm on all of them. But as far as the weddings, this past weekend was a tough one. Woke up really, really sore Monday. I had 3. I had 2 past weekend, so it was a lot. This week I have 3. So this month is gonna be a heavy month, and it'll go a little bit lighter within the months, and then October I'm completely slammed, and I'm not looking forward to that one. That's gonna be my sister's wedding during that month, and oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. A lot of
Talk about
pressure on that one. Got some brotherly duties on that one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. But you know what? I'm not surprised. Cuffing season is among us. So I'm not surprised that weddings are also among us. So keep getting that bag, Sutle. I'm proud of you. You're doing your thing out there. Now, my weekend was also good. But speaking of parties and celebrations, I got to give a shout out to my main man, Kip York over there. It was his birthday this past week. And we went out. We celebrated his birthday. You missed a good party. He had an amazing world that we were at.
Brother.
Yes, we got to get, by the way, a little birthday sound. That'd be dope if we get that. But Kip, happy birthday. You deserve it. You do so much for so many people. You've helped me. You've helped City, Sutle, all of us. Just an incredible human being. I'm so proud of you and just so blessed to call you my friend. Happy birthday. You deserve it. Yes. And the party, by the way, was popping, okay? We know Kip knows to throw a good party or two, okay? All right, he got the drinks flowing, the shot of clocks going, all right? Everything is good when Kip's hosting, all right? All right. Well, I also want to give a shout out to Nettie Betty, who's in the audience tonight. Shout out to Nettie Betty, Fifi Love, and Miss Peeps, of course. You know, we were doing this Population 1 tournament. You know, you guys, sad news is we didn't make it to the playoffs. All right. Sorry, we're not LeBron James and Shaq yet. Okay. We're not there yet. But we'll get there. But I just want to say shout out to the team for putting an amazing experience together. We had such a good time. We learned a lot, grew a lot, made some really great friendships. And I think that's the whole goal of doing these different things and putting yourself out there, right, with these different apps. So just go out there and try different things because, hey, I didn't think I was going to like it. And it was a lot of fun. And I didn't expect to win, and nor did we win. And my bank account is still looking empty, but that's okay. All right. That's not the purpose. It's never about the money sometimes, but never about the money. All right. But we had a good experience, and I'm so proud of the team. So congratulations to everyone. You know, I want to also give a congratulations to City Girl, who's a backstage producer right now. She'll be coming out in a little bit to talk with us. But she has her show, Crypto City, in Spatial every Monday night. And she just had a great guest. Yeah, shout out to City Girl. She had Red Hector R as her guest, and I just got to give a shout out to City Girl because she's got a few more episodes before her season finale as well, and this was her first season doing Crypto City, and I'm so proud of her. Got to give a shout out. Got to give credit where credit is due. When people go out there and they start a whole show and they put it together, I know firsthand how it feels like. So I know all that hard work is not unrecognized. So I'm just want to say, so proud of you, City Girl. Keep doing your thing. We're so excited for season 1 and season 2 to come soon, hopefully, and see what you do with everything with crypto. So I'm super excited. Well, other than that, I want to give a shout out to all y'all for being here tonight. You know, we've got another great episode. Even though it's our season finale, it's a bittersweet episode. We're going to be taking a trip down memory lane a little bit, going over some of our guests, and then we have a couple of fun little things that we might do a little bit later. But before we get there, you guys know some daily dish is always necessary for the Tonight Show. So let's get right into it. And of course, the big news of the week, you know, we played this person's music while you guys were entering tonight. Tina Turner, unfortunately, passed away. Yep, at 83 years old, 83 years young. I know it's really, really sad. You know, she's an icon and a legend. Sutle, I mean, as a DJ and a lover for music, I'm sure you grew up listening to her music, right?
I did. She did a lot. She did a lot for music and just the business of music. Like she broke barriers for artists. Just her story alone, it speaks volumes. So I did see that notification today while I was at work, and I was floored a little bit. But you know, her music will live on.
Absolutely. RIP to a legend, literally a legend. I mean, y'all probably know her from hit songs like Proud Mary and What's Love Got to Do with It, you know, some of her classics. But more than that, you know, she was a humanitarian and she helped so many people and she changed so many people's lives. So I know today there's a handful of people grieving, and then you've got all the drag queens rushing to change their sets real quick. So it's a really interesting day for this country.
Absolutely.
All right? But, you know, shout out to the legend.
Drag queens and they there's a lot of Tina Turner drag queens that I've worked with past. So yeah, they're definitely on it.
Well, you know what? That Tina Turner act is going to be a Tina Turner tribute act now, unfortunately, but it is what it is. They're going to have to put it together. And, shout out to Tina Turner. Like I said, a legend in the industry. So, we're going to keep playing her music, keep her memory alive. And shout out to her family, too, by the way, who's probably grieving during this process. Now, I want to get into some other news. Now, we don't talk about pop culture as much as we talk about politics in here, but I think pop culture is just as interesting. Now, I don't know if y'all know the rapper Fetty Wap. Do y'all know that rapper Fetty Wap? Well, Fetty Wap is now sentenced to 6 years in federal prison. Yeah, for trafficking narcotics and drugs. I find it so interesting, first of all, when people get out of the street and they make it out of the streets, for them to go back to the streets. I mean, usually that's not how it works, okay? When you get out of the street, you usually try to not get back into the street life. So I'm a little confused at what's going on with Fetty Wap. But, yeah. I mean, Sutle, what do you think of this whole situation? Do you think these singers, have the money? I don't know why they need to go resort to these kinds of things.
I mean, sometimes what I've been told that, sometimes the money just intensifies what you or have. So if you're already a bad person, that money's gonna make you an even worse person. If you're a good person, the money's gonna make you an even better person. What I believe. I'm just waiting for my money to come in, even though check cleared for this season. It made me a better person.
Money does reveal some true colors. I mean, I'm telling you, it is what it is, and I think now we know what the Fetty Wap stands for. Whack ass prisoner. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Now, speaking of rap, I love some good acronyms. I'm an acronym lover. Now, let's get into what's going on between Young Miami and Nicki Minaj. Because, speaking of rappers, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, this just happened this past couple of days. They got into a Twitter feud. I don't even know what it's about. Have you seen what it's about, Sutle?
I don't even get involved with the Twitter fingers. Nope.
Nope. We try to stay away from Twitter, y'all. Just being honest, Twitter is just whatever. It's a toxic cauldron of hate in that place. But let me just say this: I don't even care about Nicki Minaj and Young Miami's beef. What I really care about and concerned about is Young Miami's name. Okay, because how long are you gonna say Young Miami for? Okay, because you're not gonna stay young and you're not gonna live in Miami forever. You might be middle-aged Miami. You might be older Miami, or my personal favorite, you might be young Bellevue, Idaho. Who knows where you might end up? I'm just saying. She might need to figure out a new rapper name. I'm just saying.
I mean, that goes for any rapper that starts with their name with Young.
I'm telling you, you're not going to stay young forever. Just being honest. Nope. Now, if y'all like some stuff about science and stuff, I don't know if y'all seen this, but Saturn, the planet Saturn out there, the icy rings around Saturn are actually disappearing. Did you know about this, Sutle?
What?
Yeah, They're actually making their way over to Sweetie's closet. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, they are disappearing, and there are these icy rings that are around Saturn, and they're saying it's gonna disappear over 100 million years. So why it popped up on my timeline and why we're talking about it on Daily Dish, I have no clue. But we'll be bringing up an update for you guys in season 5431. All right, so just stay tuned.
Exactly.
We'll get there when it comes. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least,
now Ron
when it disappears, that's when we'll be dead. We'll be dead before it disappears. Yep. Now, last but not least, Ron DeSantis, as we know, Ron DeSantis, he announced finally his presidential bid. So he is running for president officially now, which this isn't a shock. We've been knowing he's been in the news for a while now, and he was going to announce his presidential bid pretty soon. I mean, I'm as surprised as when they announced that Monica Lewinsky was going down on Bill Clinton in the Oval Office. I mean, we all saw it coming. I can't even use the word coming in the same sentence as Monica Lewinsky anymore. I'm just being honest, okay? I really cannot. But you know what? That's how surprised I was, all right? I was not surprised at all. And it's really interesting. He actually announced his presidential bid on Twitter Live with Elon Musk, like out of all people. Like, well, you know what? I guess it's appropriate. One psychotic on Twitter Live with another psychotic announcing their psychotic presidential bid. I think it's a fit. I don't know if you ask me, but it's pretty good. So shout out to all the people running. Hopefully y'all go out there and vote for the right people, because we need some real representation out here in the government system. All right. Well, that is it for our Daily Dish. Now, usually during this time, our last daily dish, I should say, for season 2. So sad, so sad. Now, usually what we do is we bring out a guest during this time, but actually I want to bring up 2 people on the stage because during the season, Sutle, we've seen 2 people really shine when it comes to the theme song. You know, we play the theme song every time we bring a guest out, and we see people shine in the audience, and they just be getting it, they be moving. So I gotta bring him out for a quick little dance competition / battle. All right, we're gonna bring him out. Who can do it best to the Tonight Show theme song? We are gonna find out right now between Nettie Betty. Come on over, Nettie Betty, and Loudfire. Come on over, Loudfire. We're gonna have y'all work this one out. Come on stage, y'all. I know y'all weren't. This is the season 2 finale, y'all. It's all about surprises tonight. All about surprises. All right, Loudfire, come on over. All right. Everybody, say what's up to Loudfire. Say what's up to Nettie Betty. All right. Loudfire, you want to go first?
What up, y'all?
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to play the theme song once for Loudfire.
I think I might let the champ go.
And then we're going to play it once for Nettie, okay? And after, we're going to get an audience poll. Who worked that theme song better? All right? Here we go. Loudfire, you're in the carpet. You are ready to go first. Straight there in the middle. Back up just a little bit. Come on, girl. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, you poor souls. God bless every one of y'all for watching my dancing right now.
Hey!
Go Loudfire.
Yes! Get it, Loudfire! Yes! That is amazing! Woo! Give it up for Loudfire, everybody! Yes! Amazing job, Loudfire. Great job. A for effort. A for great moves. You did an amazing job. You worked it. All right, we're going to have Nettie Betty now come over here front and center. And we're going to have Loudfire scoot over here to DJ Sutle. And Sutle, give us that beat. All right, let's get it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Up. Okay. Hey. Okay. Woo. Work. Hey. Okay. Yes.
Shake, Betty. Give me a little shake.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. Let's give it up for Nettie Betty, everybody! You were working that, yes! Sutle, what did you think, Sutle? What do you think of these amazing performers?
They both did great. They both did
amazing. And you know what? There are no winners of the Tonight Show because both y'all are winners. My name is Sherwin. My mom didn't name me Sherloose for a reason. So both y'all are winners tonight, and y'all are both getting a $10 gift card to the Oculus store. So congratulations, y'all.
Hey.
I appreciate y'all coming out here and working the dance moves. We appreciate it. Let's get one more round of applause for these amazing ladies, y'all. We see y'all working it all season. Yes. Amazing. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. All right. Well, let's get into it, y'all. Well, I'm going to bring out, of course, the one and only, a backstage, one of our producers, longtime producers that's been with us since the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a round of applause for City Girl. Come on now, City Girl. Hey. Okay, now you got to give us our best dance move. Come on out. Okay. All right. Hey. Come on, City. Hey. Get it, City. Yes. Yeah. Get it, City. Hey. Yeah. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only City Girl. Yes, City Girl, welcome to the show once again. No stranger to our show. Now, you guys probably know City Girl from a few different places. Like I said, host of Crypto City, owner and founder of Cow's Legacy nonprofit. We had her as a guest a couple weeks ago where we talked about her amazing foundation that she does with finding a cure for canine cancer. And by the way, since we have you here, why don't we get an update on your walk? Because you actually were here right before you had your annual Cow's Legacy walk. And now you're on the show right now to talk about the season. But just give us an update on how the walk actually went. What was the results?
So it was our best walk to date. It was on Sunday, and we had we sold out of tickets on Friday, and we had people showing up at the event, registering after the tickets were sold out, continuing to register. It was amazing. We had a doctor come out from the Baker Institute to address the crowd. He was very impressed, and all he kept saying was, I wish I had brought my dog to this event because it's so amazing. So that made me feel very motivated to keep going with this. We actually hit a goal on our fundraising, so we're donating over $10,000 from the event.
Yes, that's amazing.
And I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to all of my friends here in VR who supported, bought tickets, donated. I am very grateful to all of you. Thank you very much.
That's amazing. Well, City Girl, we are so proud of you. Congratulations on an incredible walk. And, we hope that you continue to do amazing things with Kyle's Legacy because it's truly an amazing, foundation. And I love supporting it. So big shout out to you, City Girl. Now, let's get into some stuff about, our season 2 and some of the guests that we had. And I actually just saw someone walk through the door and their avatar is pretty damn funny, but I got to have them sit on the couch with us. Can I get Miss Peeps to come on stage with us? Because I got to give a shout out to this lady. Come on over, Miss Peeps. Come on over. First of all, looking crazy as hell in that avatar. That's
You don't even know
Go
what
on
avatar
over, Miss
she's
Peeps.
using.
Come take a seat on the couch. The reason why I want to bring Miss Peeps out is because, we started off this season 2, with the one and only Miss Laura Hayes was our original opener for our season 2. And I got to give a shout out to Miss Peeps, you guys, because Miss Peeps, and I always tell this story, is the one who introduced me to Miss Laura. I was just at Club Illusions hanging out with DME, and I saw Miss Peeps there hanging out with Miss Laura, and I said, Miss Peeps, I said, who is this? And she said, Beauty Shop, that movie? And I said, yeah, I love that movie. As a Queen Latifah lover, I've watched a lot of her movies. Of course I know Beauty Shop. And when she told me about Miss Laura, I said, I know exactly who she is. That is amazing. And from there on out, it was like love at first sight because I love Miss Laura and she's so down to earth. But Miss Peeps, tell me about how you met Miss Laura and like how that all came about, because I'm so happy that she's in the metaverse and it's a big part of it is because of you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hey, Sammy, you're on the Tonight Show. Shout out to Sammy, by the way, on the Tonight Show. Mm, of course. Classic.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Love it.
I love it.
That's great.
And City, you remember the time when we met Miss Laura, how funny she was? And like, she came in there and we were just cracking up during rehearsal. It was so much fun. What do you remember from it, City? Any thoughts from it?
I remember that you know, as with many of the celebrities that we've had on this show, that she was incredibly down to earth. She was, you know, very not pretentious at all, just wanted to make us laugh. And she just kept cracking the jokes one after another. And we just sat there laughing backstage before we ever even made it out here. It was great.
We really did. We really did. And, you know, I also want to say this as well because, you know, I don't get a chance to also give my side to a lot of different things that happen behind the scenes. You know, what you see a lot on stage is, you know, what we put out there and stuff. You know, we put a lot of hard work and preparation into what we do, right? But y'all don't see a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes. And I got to just say this, and I got to just give a shout out to Miss Laura because, you know, when Miss Laura was on the show, there was a lot of drama and toxic people on AltSpace that were honestly, in my opinion, trying to ruin the app. if you take it from me, right? And one way that they try to ruin the app was by calling Miss Laura's agent to tell her to not come on our show. And so, first of all, my first thought is, well, what kind of people would want to ruin that for everybody else? Right? Because, you know, that would be really self-centered for one person to take away an opportunity for everybody in the community to meet this amazing celebrity that everybody wants to meet and get to know. So Miss Laura did what was right. And she called me and she asked me about it. And we had a great conversation. And she turned around and said, man, I can't stand these hateful people in here. I really cannot. And I want to come on the Tonight Show and I want to support you and I want to be there for you and stand by you and show you that I've been through similar obstacles in my life and I've had to push through that and persevere. You know, we actually connected on a lot of different things. And she wasn't going to talk about the story when she was on our show, but I'll talk about it because, you know, it was out there. But she went through something very similar because as y'all, I don't know if you guys know the talk show, The Talk. I don't know if y'all have y'all heard about the show, The Talk? There's a show out there called The Talk. Well, there was one episode where, I don't know if y'all know Cheryl Underwood, but Cheryl Underwood was actually on The Talk talking, you know, crap about Miss Laura, Adele Givens, and some more. Right? And in my opinion, it kind of came off as a little bit of jealousy, right? Because I think she really wanted to be a queen of comedy. Cheryl Underwood wanted to be a queen of comedy. And I think a lot of the comments that she made were out of jealousy and spite that she wasn't one. But for somebody to go on a public platform like The Talk that has millions of viewers, and then to sit up there and talk negatively about somebody and give a one-sided story, right, about what had happened with the Queens of Comedy, right? I mean, Miss Peeps, what are your thoughts about that? You've seen the episode, right, that I'm talking about with Cheryl? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right. And
Family
I
show,
love
peeps.
Missy.
Family show. Family
No,
show.
but you know what? We don't have to. You know, I'll keep it family rated, but y'all can say what you want because it's the truth, you know. And you're right. And to be honest with you, Miss Laura has also, and that's what we connected on a lot too, is being on the opposing side of a one-sided story, right? And you've got the whole public thinking one thing when deep down the truth is totally different from what everybody is hearing or seeing, right? And that's what a lot of me and Miss Laura really had in common was let's stand up for what's right, you know, and let's not just go by, like you said, he say, she say, because anybody can say anything out here. Okay. Anybody can say anything about anybody out here. And I think that's what you guys need to be careful about VR because it's like people think they can just take off the headset and turn it off and it doesn't affect anybody. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like they can come at people more in here, but people don't realize we actually have lives. Like, words hurt more than physical, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And you may think that what you're doing to somebody is not hurtful, but it really deep down is. So even with Miss Laura's situation and what happened with hers, obviously it's a much bigger platform, millions of viewers watching that show. So hers is on a much bigger scale. But just to have somebody on our show that can relate to that situation, to relate to those obstacles, and then to say, I'm going to stand by you, shout out to Miss Laura. That's the real one right there. That's all I have to say about her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I appreciate that.
I gotta write
I
that down.
appreciate that. Stand up for the truth, sit on a lie. That's Miss Peach's line right there. I love it. And
like the one thing about that episode that unfortunately I wasn't able to make it. Like I jumped in for a second, but I was having a my hump day house party at the same time. But I wanted to be there so bad, but I was like, damn it. But I'm glad I'm so glad it
was an amazing show. And it actually made me realize like the limits that we could go with this show. Because if Miss Laura is on this show, who knows who else could be next. It's just the beginning of so many amazing things, right? And she was the catalyst for that, and she actually gave me a lot of confidence, because she was really the first. We were interviewing a lot of VR personalities and celebrities, but she was the real outside person from the industry that we interviewed, and she gave me a lot of confidence to say, yo, I can interview people of her stature. I can be confident enough in myself to sit down with these people and not crack under pressure, right? There's a lot of different talk shows that are out here in the metaverse. How many of them are able to carry on 1 hour long shows, right, with a guest and have a real deep, intimate conversation with them, right? I mean, we don't see too much of that. And, it's given me a lot of confidence. Y'all have given me the confidence too, by the way, just to say that, to come out here every day and every week and do this. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing it. So I want to say thank you. And from there, so we'll put a little bit of a lid on Laura. I want to say thank you again to Miss Laura, though, for sure, because she, like I said, and we're not done with Miss Laura. Okay, I'm already thinking of doing more things with her in the metaverse. She is actively in here, and we got big things coming. Okay, so just stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned. All right, but City Girl, after Miss Laura, we had Dates VR come on. And that was a really interesting conversation. And, a lot of people don't realize this. And actually, this is a confession, because a lot of people didn't know this. That episode was actually pre-recorded and lip-synced on stage by me. Like, a lot of people don't know that little fun secret.
There was a lot of work that went into that.
A lot of work. And the reason for that is because they're from the UK, right? So if you can imagine, 10 p.m. here is what time there. We couldn't make it work, right? So we actually pre-recorded the show, and then we played it back, and we timed everything to a T to make sure it landed on every segment and to match up with my words and everything. And it was a lot of work, but it worked out pretty well, right, City?
It came out amazing. I mean, and they, I will say, like, the amount of work and coordination that went into it to make it look seamless was impressive. And not to mention, I mean, when you have a guest come on, you sit there and you prep and you go through your script and you come up with like the questions and everything else. But it was a fun guest to do that with. I mean, it was a fun topic. I mean, who in here? I mean, obviously, if you're happily married, happy for you, that's great. If your significant other is serious, that's great. But for all of us that are in here that are single, it was a fun episode to see that there is a dating app in here for VR. It was fun,
And they've been recognized by CNN, BBC News.
Yes.
Just some real big accomplishments. So big shout out to Dates VR. I know we see Jiffer come in here once in a while as well.
Oh, he's a character.
Shout out to Jiffer. He's amazing, and he's incredible. Absolutely. Dates VR. have you been on the Dates VR? Yeah, they are amazing.
Yeah.
They really are amazing. Now, also I want to talk about the next guest as well, Flashy, right? And I want to give a
Yes.
big shout out to Flashy because we gotta bring up the story. Should we bring up the story, City? I think we need. We're very transparent on tonight's episode. We'll tell you guys about all the behind the scenes that happened. Like I told you, I'm keeping it real tonight. So me and City were in Vegas, and we actually had a different guest planned for that week. Remember, we had DJ Epps planned to come on the show that week. And like I said earlier about people reaching out to people's agents and trying to get them off my show, right? This was a successful attempt by those people. So DJ Epps was actually scheduled to come on our show. And unfortunately, because of people in the metaverse that want to ruin things for other people, he actually canceled. And he actually didn't even have the nerve to cancel directly with me. He sent an assistant to do it because I guess he was scared to tell me. I don't know what his deal was, but I got to give a shout out to Flashy because, when I told Flashy about the situation, we were in Vegas. By the way, mind you, City and I are in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada, when this is all happening. And we're trying to have a good time, right? We're trying to enjoy our time there. And now last minute, I'm scrambling to find somebody. And I got to give a shout out to Flashy because he really came through and was like, yo, I just did the sampler. I won the show. We could talk about that. He has the Douglas Boys. And it was actually one of my favorite shows because we did this amazing performance. Him and Solo Dolo came out. I don't know if y'all remember this, but an amazing performance with the whole backstage set and everything. It was incredible. So shout out to Flashy. He did an incredible job. And of course, that episode.
He's always one of our favorites anyways here in VR. Flashy's an amazing human being. He really, his Power Hour show, he does so that, everybody can come together and, it's open to everyone to get up there, take a chance, step up on stage and show what you got. He supports community. So he's all about bringing people together, not tearing them down, which is great.
Absolutely. He really is. Great guy, you guys. Give a shout out to Flashy because he's amazing. And, perfect actually segue from Flashy into our big guest, which was, of course, Vinrock from Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
One of our favorites. Huge, huge,
Absolutely.
huge. Peeps, you know old school hip hop, so I'm sure you listened to Naughty by Nature growing up.
You're gonna be under a rock not to know you down with OPP. Come on.
Well, I have a confession. I have a confession for y'all. I have a real confession for y'all. I really didn't know who they were until Altspace. I really did not know who they were.
You don't want to say that.
And this is my first time admitting to it, y'all. Of course, I would never cop to this back then when he was on our show because why would I say that? But I'm gonna cop to it now, and I'm gonna be honest. Because I know SWV. Let me tell you something. The reason why I never really listened to Naughty by Nature, I never really listened to them like that. I wasn't a real big group, and I only now listen to SWV and Escape more later. I wasn't growing up listening to them. So, but I do remember hearing their songs on movies like Freedom Riders, for example, like when, I don't know if y'all remember that movie Freedom Riders, but there was a movie back in the day, and I remember one of their songs, I think it was Hip Hop Hooray, that was actually in that movie. And so when I heard the song, when I came to Allspace, I was like, I know these guys. I've heard that song in different soundtracks before, so I knew them. But I gotta be honest, I had to do a little bit of research before I had to sit down with him, and I'm just being honest about it because, I grew up in 97, y'all. I was born in 97. Put that into perspective, please, and thank you, okay?
I would like to point out, for all of the times that you have made fun of my music choices, I knew who they were and I knew their songs, and I don't even listen to hip hop on the regular. So come on, you're talking to an EDM, Latin, and heavy metal person over here.
You're right. I'm ashamed of myself, City. I'm ashamed of myself. I should have known. No, but shout out to Vinrock. Amazing guest. Really, like I said, Grammy Award-winning artist on the show. Our first Grammy Award winner, which was amazing. And then, of course, we ran into people like Show, and then, we had our transition, Altspace shut down, which really threw us for a curveball. Let's be honest. VR chat, not the best app for a talk show. You know what I'm saying? Because we're limited to so many things. We don't have all the things that we had in alt space, but we're making it work. You know, gotta give a shout out to Shoyo for being the first guest, kind of the guinea pig of the VR chat, right? And we did have some technical difficulties, but she stuck through it. Give a shout out to Shoyo. Shout out to Gabby, who came out as well.
Yes.
An amazing interview, learning about Second Life. Man, oh man, oh man. Have I seen those pictures on Second Life since I've had that interview? Like, Rockadala, please. Nobody wants to see you in a damn Speedo. Please. Please.
We need
what?
sensors. We need sensors.
Rockadala is out here posting pictures of him on a Speedo and his ass is showing. I'm being honest. And I need him
He's
to
got
stop.
the Second Life Tinder going. That's what he's got. He's like, hey, come hang out with me on my yacht.
It is out of control. I'm weak. I'm weak.
So funny.
Oh my god. And then, you know, we had Second Life Rich from Lux VR. Shout out to Second Life, you know, an amazing guest. And then we were supposed to have Stacey McLean as our guest.
Yeah.
Now, this is a really interesting
so
backstory as to what happened with her, right? So she, as you guys know, she's a writer. She's a writer for the Jamie Foxx show. She was a writer on The Parkers. She was a writer on a lot of these hit shows. She's still a writer. She does a lot of writing for Netflix and Disney Plus. And then all of a sudden, literally this is how our luck works. This is literally how our luck works here. Literally the week before that she was supposed to be there, the writer's strike happened. And everybody who's a writer is now going on strike. Now, damn, I didn't think she would take a strike from the metaverse, too. I didn't think that was like part of the strike deal. But, you know, I guess when you're on strike, your priorities are shifted a little bit.
You're on strike completely.
And you're on strike, and your priorities are a little bit different. So I think her priorities were being with her Writers Association, protesting out there in LA, going out there in the streets. I saw her, actually, she posted on her Instagram. She was out there with Quinta Brunson, with Kim Whitley, with a couple of other people out there, people from SNL, right? Just out there protesting for rights, right? For writers' rights and pay. So big shout out to Stacey McLean. You know what? I think it's slowing down. I think the protest is slowing down because this is the third protest that they've had. The last one that they had lasted, I believe, 6 months or something really long, and nothing happened. So this is another one that's kind of like nothing's really happening. And it just goes to show you these big giants like Netflix, Disney Plus. I mean, they got so much money. They just don't want to pay their writers. They just simply do not want to pay their writers. That's how content around here works. That's the industry for you, right? People want to take content and not pay the people who give them content, right? That's just how it is. But they're saving their money for different things. I don't know what it is, but you know, big shout out to her. She might come back for season 3. Do you want to add something there, Sutle?
Well, I was gonna say we got better writers anyway.
We do have better writers anyways, and since the writers from the Real Tonight Show actually stopped working too, ours have been declining just a little bit, but you know, we're still going strong. We still going strong with our monologue every week. You know, we're still doing it. And then
we're
of course,
forcing you to use your creativity.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of y'all. Y'all push me too much. Now, let me just say this. I gotta give a shout out to Elise Fletcher and Coach Billy Davis from FitXR. I don't know if y'all know them, but if y'all have the app FitXR, go out there and get it. I know Loudfire uses it. A couple of us out there use it. It's an amazing app, and we had their coaches, their instructors on our show.
Yes.
And it was just an amazing episode to get to know them. And Subtle City, what are your thoughts about that episode? I mean, really good episode there.
She was amazing. And it was funny because she's actually she's from where I live. So, which we didn't know ahead of time. So that was kind of cool. And, you know, she came on and, you know, she's talking about the app and the programs that they have on there. And, you know, her energy was very contagious. Like I have the app FitXR. I don't use it as much as I probably should, but it was really cool to, you know, talk to her and see what motivates them from the back end, you know?
Mm-hmm. And, you know, I gotta say, she's like that in her classes too. Her energy is so enthusiastic. If you've been to any of her classes in FitXR, super great energy, just amazing energy. Love her. Cheeseburger Day is literally 2 days away. I don't know if y'all were there for that episode, but Cheeseburger Day is 2 days away. So that was the day that he actually lost his leg and then came out of a coma and asked for a cheeseburger after he came out of his coma. So now he claims it's cheeseburger day, which is amazing, and it's almost there. So, big shout out to Billy D, big shout out to Elise. And then, of course, we had the influencer episode. Shout out to Nettie Betty and Sweet Slices of Chris for coming out, talking to us about how they built their brands. Always love seeing them. They did an incredible
definitely.
job. And I know you love Nettie's Instagram, huh, peeps? You already know. Mm-hmm.
She's well-rounded.
She is.
Who doesn't love those?
And she always comes out wearing some great shapewear. Love the Skims, Nettie. Love the Skims. Yes, working it tonight. Yes. And, big shout out. Oh, she probably just crashed as we were talking about her. And, big shout out to, we put too much pressure on her there. But now, and then we had City Girl, of course, as our guest. Big shout out to City. Always love having you as a guest. And then, of course, we wrapped it up with Johnny Android last week. And that's it. That's our season. And, we're going to come back after the summer. We're taking a summer break and whatnot. But in the meantime, because we're taking a summer break, I've actually decided, because I want to say thank you to the staff and the crew for doing an amazing job. I've actually gifted each of them with an app on the Oculus store of their choice, of their liking, to go out there and explore. So, Sutle, what was the app that you chose?
Well, I'm a shooter kind of person. Medal of Honor.
Yes. And peeps, I saw the trailer for that one. I think you love shooting games too. That's one you might want to get into. I love it. It looks like a good game. Sutle. So for season 3, we expect a full review when you get back of Medal of Honor. All right?
Absolutely. Well, look.
Yes.
As long as Miss Peeps is not in there shooting at me, it's gonna be a great review, because Miss Peeps, messed me up. Yes, she does.
Yes.
Aimed at
You
me,
already know.
apparently.
And City, what was the app that you got?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
actually got Orbis, and I chose it because I really love MMORPGs, and I enjoy the social aspect of getting together with some of my VR friends and playing a game together. And that's one of the ones that you have the social aspect with. So that's the one I chose, and I can't wait to jump in there. I hear you get to create dragons. It's almost like Zenith and Demio had a baby. So I'm excited to check it out.
I love it. Yes. And also,
Thank you.
I want to say of course, and big thank you to Sutle, you guys. Let's give a round of applause for DJ Sutle for being an amazing DJ this season, stepping in for DJ Bad, and because, Bad is an amazing person, got a promotion at work, and Sutle was the first choice, and he was right there to take the job. So thank you so much, Sutle. And you've done an incredible job this season. You've learned so fast on how we work, and you've just been an amazing person there. Love our banter. Everybody says they love our banter, and you're an amazing person. You got big things coming for you. And same with you, City Girl. Amazing job. Just being backstage, adjusting to the new VR chat environment was not easy, but you were there by my side, doing all those different logistical things backstage. So I want to say thank you so much for that. And you have your own show too. So multitasking both of them at the same time is really, really tough. And I got to give a shout out as well to Sasha and Soul G as well, who they're both, I'm going to gift you guys an app as well. Y'all were there for each show. And Sasha, you were there as our head moderator. As we know, VR chat is a little bit difficult. People might come in with avatars that are not appropriate, or might come in glitching people, or might, we don't have a mute button and stuff like that. So to really have that necessary security, right, is really important. Mm-hmm. And Sasha was there, and she's been there since the beginning. So I want to say thank you so much, Sasha, for all your dedication and hard work. I want to say thank you to Soul as well, and Bigger Better Meta, because, they still were doing the trailers for us every week, doing the voiceovers, putting in so much time and energy into that. So I'm really, really blessed and grateful for them and all the work that they've done as well. And I got to give a shout out to all the guests people that helped out throughout the week or throughout the season as well. Chosen, Nettie Betty, Fifi, right? All these people who stepped in and covered for us when people were out. Big shout out to them, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a show that week, and they stepped in last minute and they were incredible. So I want to say thank you to all those people. Now, that is it for really our recap and our show tonight.
Wait. Don't forget Black Sage.
Black Sage. How can I forget about Black Sage? Thank you so much. Oh my God. You know what?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna eat crow for that one, y'all. I gotta eat crow for that one. I deserve that one. Listen, Black Sage has been the man since the beginning of season 2. Videos every single week does a video. And, he can't make it on Wednesdays because his schedule is so tight. He has a little daughter that he's raising, and his schedule is very tight. Actually, he's not here tonight because he's in Texas. He's actually out of town traveling.
Yes.
So he would have been here tonight, but unfortunately, a last-minute trip came up, and he had to go to Texas. So he's not here tonight, but I just got to say, big thank you to Black Sage. I mean, literally been there since day one. Nettie Betty, you were gone for a second, but I wanted to say thank you as well for stepping in and helping out for those weeks that we needed help. You were amazing. Thank you to everybody that's helped for the show to make it a success. I gotta say thank you. And most importantly, thank you to and Zaid as well for stepping in. He was here helping us out for a week as well. Big thank you to Zaid. And I know Teddy was there taking pictures as well. So big shout out to Teddy. I gotta say as well, big shout out to the audience, you guys. You guys are incredible. You've done nothing but encourage me to continue this show. So thank you for being there, supporting me. Just a lot of nothing but love for you guys. So thank you. Well, that's it for the show, but let's get into our closing thoughts, you guys. Let me ask you first, Soto, what your closing thoughts are, and we'll go down the line.
It's been an honor to be a part of this show. That's all I got. Like I've learned another thing about being behind this board and everything, and being able to vibe off of what's going on in the audience and you and the guests. I can put this on my resume.
Yes, absolutely. Miss Peeps, what did you think of our season? I know you were here for most of the shows and you saw the season play out, and I give you the inside scoop behind the scenes. Oh. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Peeps. And City, what about you?
Sherwin, you and I have been doing shows for quite a while now, between game shows, talk shows. You help out with Crypto City. I help out with your shows. We work really well together, and honestly, it's an honor to be part of this production. But I laugh because Sutle put up, he made that comment about like, oh, I'm going to put this on my resume. I have this on my LinkedIn. I have, that we're doing these productions in VR because, it's something I really enjoy, and you've given me the opportunity to expand further than just my little area. Helping out, with your stuff as well. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I love working with you. And, I think I've watched you grow, and you should be very proud of yourself for what you've put out here into the metaverse.
Oh, thank you so much, City. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do. I just want to say my closing thoughts are take care of yourself, right? Know when to take a break. Like, with this show, how hard we work, and, we put a lot of time and energy into it. It's good to take some breaks here and there to focus on your mental health, because mental health is so important. And I think we forget sometimes about how important it is to take these breaks out and focus on things like your mental health and just getting back into things that you love doing, right? And so I'm really excited this summer. What I want to do this summer is I want to just experiment a little bit. Like I said, I was having conversations with Miss Laura. I've been having conversations with different people. Just trying to expand and just trying to see what else is out there for us to try. Right? What else is new? We always push limits. Right? We were the first. I don't want to say the first. I can't say the first. We butchered that word enough around here. Okay, but we were one of the first. And one of the people to actually do our own musical in Altspace that wasn't sponsored by Altspace, right? Like our independent musical, right? And we did 2 of them, right? We were the first ones to do a fashion show or introduce a fashion show, right? And we're always doing these new concepts and introducing these new concepts in the metaverse. And we brought in a late night show, and nobody else has a show like this in the metaverse. And that's what I love to do with you guys. I love to experiment, try new things, put myself out there, do things I've never done before, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I encourage you guys to do the same. If you really love something, if you want to do something, this is your time. Take a hold of it. Take control of your metaverse destiny, so to speak, and make the most of it, right? Because we don't know what the future holds. And like you said, peeps, hopefully one day this could be my life, right? Where I'm hosting a primetime talk show in real life and y'all can see me on ABC or something like that. But for now, this is a good close second, and I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy being here, and I enjoy being with you guys. So I want to say thank you again to everybody. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to the audience. Thank you to everybody. All the support has been amazing. We'll be back for season 3 after the summer, so stay tuned on my Instagram, Sherwin_VR, for more information, or join the group. I'll be putting announcements out. And also, we're bringing back world tours. So while we're on summer break, we're going to be bringing back these world tours, VR chat world tours. So PC VR, Quest users, right? We're going to be doing a lot of world tours in VR chat. There's a lot of new worlds out there, and we want to see them together. So make sure y'all stay tuned, stay in the group, check out the announcements. And yeah, just want to say thank you. Well, that's it. Like, Sutle, take us out with one more song and let's groove. Come on, y'all. Come on the stage. Groove together for one last time. Let's go. Hey. Come on, Wine Chick. Hey. Come on, Eddie. Hey, I see you, Alan. Come on. Hey. Hey. Miss Sexy in the building. Hey. Yes. Yes. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey.
Hey. Hey, Miss B.
Miss P.
Shout out to everybody.
Hey, Miss B. How are you?
Hey.
Everybody in the building.
Come on, say.
It's the season 2 finale.
I'm so short
See you in season 3.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey.
Let's
What's up,
go.
City?